So I like to say that President Trump is a very complicated person in some ways and very simple in others. And I'm just amazed at how often he does things that does not take a genius or Don Jr. to anticipate what he's going to do. And yet, I spent my day, really my morning, with people, particularly people in the financial world, saying, "Oh my goodness, this war is going to go on forever. They've miscalculated on energy. Gas is going to go to $12 a gallon, and uh, the president's got no plan to deal with this. And the Iranians have all these drones, and it's just all a disaster." And I kept saying, the war will probably be over within 10 days because the president doesn't need regime change. It's I keep saying it, as Netflix said about Warner Brothers, it's a nice to have, not must have. And Bibi will say, no, 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 we have to keep going. And the president and Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff will say, no, Bibi, we're actually done. Because unlike other presidents, we don't let you walk all over us. And that's probably what's going to happen. And uh, for those of you not following the news, this is two-way tonight, by the way, March 9th. The president did a quick interview with a correspondent from CBS News. And what happened before that? Before that, everybody was all up in arms about the price of gas going up and the markets going down. And the president just said a few things to CBS News. And what happened after the president spoke? This was late this afternoon. The president spoke to CBS News, and the reporter posted some tweets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down nearly 900 points before the president said what he said, which was basically, this is going to be a quick war. Everything's gone so well. After he spoke, went from 900 down to net up 240 points for the day, right? So that's a 1,300 point swing. Even in the market as big as it is, that's not nothing. Crude was up, crude oil up 100, over $100 per barrel. Fell back down to $81 after the president spoke, and I bet it will fall more. Before the war started, it was 68, so barely up at all. Even though the war continues, even though the Straits of Hormuz continue to not be filled with ships. Here's the president moments ago, echoing the remarks he made to CBS News at the Doral Club in Miami, where he's addressing, as we speak, House Republicans on their strategic meeting. Here's the president.
And our country is doing really well. I mean, at a level that nobody thought. We took a little excursion because we felt we had to do that to get rid of some evil. And I think you'll see it's going to be a short-term excursion. How good is our military, right?
Short-term excursion. Short-term excursion. Again, that echoed what he said to CBS. Here it is, number 4, please. This is the president's tweet from this afternoon to CBS News correspondent. In a phone interview, President Trump told me the war could be over soon. Quote, I think the war is very complete, pretty much. They have no Navy, no communications. They've got no Air Force. He added that the U.S. is very far ahead of his initial 4 to 5 week estimated time frame. And here he is, number 6, going on, talking about the Strait of Hormuz. As for the Strait of Hormuz, Trump noted that the ships are moving through now, but he is, quote, thinking about taking it over. Trump warned Iran, quote, they've shot everything they have to shoot, and they better not try anything cute or it's going to be the end of that country. Again, people take the president both literally and seriously, often when they should do neither or only one and only that one a little bit. He says all sorts of things about Iran. He said all sorts of things about don't pick a leader without my permission. He says we need regime change. He says all sorts of things. Ladies and gentlemen, these are just words. I've tried to explain this so many times. And again, I don't know the guy that well. I've known him a little bit for about 15 years. I don't know him that well, but he is an open book on these things. He's an open book. People say taco. Trump always chickens out. No, Trump always plays for maximum leverage, gets what he can, and then adjusts. And he doesn't, a normal president would have trouble saying one day, this is going to be a 6-week war, or we need the Iranian people to rise up. And then another day saying something different. He has no trouble with it. And if all that happens, if he stopped it today, okay, if he stopped it today, and the level of destruction, the level of setback to Iran, loss of 7 American lives, tragic, truly tragic. The loss of some Israeli lives, tragic. Other people around the world, property damage, civilians killed in Iran, all tragic. But he has set back Iran's capacity to use its navy, its missiles, its air force, terror networks, and command and control over nuclear. He has set it back more than every president combined. All four of his predecessors, all of whom saw this as a massive problem. You can say he did it without Congress's permission, illegal. You can say without notification or permission, authorization. You can say he assassinated foreign leaders and he's ruined the moral integrity of the United States. You can criticize this 100 ways to Sunday, and we'll talk about this tonight and going forward. But if the metric of success, and you can't say he did it for politics, and you certainly can't say he did it to distract from Epstein and be accurate. But if the metric of success, which was the metric he intended, was to do as much as possible to degrade Iran's capabilities, again, naval, missile, nuclear, command and control, terror. If the metric of success was to degrade them as much as possible with as little cost and blood and treasure as possible, if he stopped today, and he's not stopping today, but if he stopped today, he would have succeeded more than every president combined. It's just a fact. And believe me, that was his intention. And when he saw what was happening to oil, now I don't know why they weren't more prepared on oil. I can't explain it. But if the danger was the markets were down, the price of gas was up. If the danger was the Iranians were able to use drones to intimidate people from using the Strait of Hormuz, he didn't do anything but said some more stuff. That's all he's done so far, ladies and gentlemen. He said some more stuff. But by saying some more stuff, he's now got that the stock market is up for the day. The price of gas is down. Okay? Now, he continues to look for a rationale to continue. He continues to look for a rationale to defend this for history, because he launched a war of choice by some measures. But it's not a war of choice if Iran was a threat to the world, which it was for decades. And it's certainly not a war for choice if you believe, as Steve Witkoff and others have claimed, that Iran was about to develop a nuclear weapon and use it against Israel. Here's the president from moments ago on that.
That's even better than Midnight Hammer, which was pretty good too, right? That was where we knocked out their nuclear potential. That was a big day, because if we didn't do that, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks. Widely disputed by the New York Times reporting, by the Wall Street Journal, by others, but that's the president's claim. Right now, you can get 20% off everything on the Cozy Earth website. Go to CozyEarth.com, use the promo code. Let's see what the promo code is. I should know it. Two-way. Comfort, morning, noon, and night. You wake up in the morning in your Cozy Earth sheets and your bubble cuddle blanket. It's so warm here today. I'm not going to use the bubble cuddle blanket, I'll be honest, but when it gets cold again, I'll be taking it back out. Go to the bathroom, take a shower, dry yourself in the incredibly soft towels, and then get dressed. Put on the best pants alive around. I wore my pants. I've never told you this about the pants. The pockets make you feel like Mary Poppins. You can put pretty much everything in there, maybe even a giant tree. But right now, you get everything, all the great stuff they make. CozyEarth.com, promo code two-way. Every day, every minute of your day, you can start with something great. Socks designed to support step-by-step the whole thing. Comforters, socks, bubble cuddle blanket, Lux bath towels, all available to you now. CozyEarth.com, promo code two-way, 20% off. Hey, want to be part of the Two-Way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes, and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing. You can now listen to full episodes of The Morning Meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.